All right, June 2023 self-improvement update. So first up, we've got fitness. So fitness goal-wise, I was not that consistent with weightlifting, but I guess let's focus on the positives first. I was in California for the past couple weeks, so I got to go surfing quite a bit, and I've seen that I'm a lot better at it now. Part of that, I'm guessing, is because I'm a lot more in shape, so I was able to actually surf for a longer period of time. And besides that, I was also like mentally able to not get frustrated. So I kept falling off, but I realized, hey, I was thinking like, hey, I should probably make these adjustments to my technique, stand a little bit back on the board, stand a little bit forward, and I eventually figured it out. And yeah, I got a bunch of really nice waves, so that was really good time. What else we got here? Yeah, I also finally hit 170, so bulk is complete. Now I have to start the cut. So yeah, that'll be what's going on for this month. Yeah, going back to what I said earlier, the primary mistake that I had made was just not focusing on the weightlifting side of things. Unfortunately, the gym that's right next to my parents' place was closed when I got there the whole time. So that sucked. They had all the machines like out in the parking lot because they were rearranging things. So it is what it is. But I did borrow some weights from my brother and did a little bit of weight stuff. But there's some stuff that I like to do with machines, and I didn't really want to buy heavier weights than what my brother had. So I tried to make do, but it wasn't as good as an actual gym workout. But yeah, overall, I would say it was still a pretty good month because I got a lot more cardio in with surfing. So improvements, now that I'm back in Kansas, I'm going to be focusing on getting back in the groove of things, which I pretty much feel like I am at this point. A couple days in, so that's good. And the other thing is I'm going to start focusing more on nutrition, so diet stuff. I'm going to try some intermittent fasting stuff that I've toyed with before, but I was never consistent with just because that wasn't a priority. Now I'm going to make that the priority. So doing some intermittent fasting, because I think that is half of the equation when it comes to physique and fitness. So I focused primarily on the actual lifting and gym side, not so much on the nutrition. So I'm going to correct that this month, starting this month. Up next, music-wise, so I released the EP, so that goal is completed, of course, and which I mentioned in the last video. It's been received a lot better than I expected. All of a sudden, a bunch of like underground death metal channels started picking it up and promoting it, which was pretty cool. That was great to see, and I'm very appreciative to those channels for doing that. So yeah, that's been pretty cool seeing that. What else has been going on? Oh yeah, so just overall, I guess, like looking to the future, my main goal, like long-term goal, is just being a great technical death metal guitarist. So, well, besides a guitarist, also a songwriter. So that's a two-part thing there: the songwriting and the guitar playing. What did I have for this? Yes. So songwriting-wise, my main areas of concern are lyricism and arrangements. Those are definitely the areas I can improve the most. So there's been areas of focus for the songwriting side. Guitar-wise, technique is the limiting factor because I'm not as skilled as other tactile guitarists. That is probably because I've been playing not as long as them, but it is what it is. I'll get there eventually. So those are going to be my two areas of focus there. Some progress that was made this month in regards to this stuff. I wrote 1.5 songs really for Song a Week. I'm going to start including that stuff in the description actually, because I have like all the demos that I've ever written on my SoundCloud. So that'll be in my link tree, which will be in the description. And yeah, it was cool because the last two were actually like tech death, which I was like, wow, that's cool. I can actually play these riffs. It was like kind of groovy Surreption / Zenith Passage type of riffs, so that was cool. that's helped me think more about what I want to do for my upcoming album as well, because that just some stuff I was thinking about. The concepts in those songs are going to be like the direction that I'm going with for the album. So I'm looking forward to that too. Some pretty exciting stuff there. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I guess 2 technique things. Practice-wise, I've done a much better job this past month practicing things slowly and then building up speed. So when I wrote those songs, I wrote the riffs in Guitar Pro, and then I was able to start slowly and then speed up. And I did it like the right way, because I was able to actually do it like within the course of an hour. I learned the riffs, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So it was like a lot faster, starting like really slow, like 50%, and then slowly increasing to 60% after like 10 minutes, and so on and so forth, up to 100% to get them up to speed. So that's been good. I'm gonna keep doing that, because that seems like that's the way to go. Also, technique-wise, I'm focusing on playing with a more relaxed wrist. So listening to some podcasts with other guitarists like Ian Way from Surreption and Vagan, I think is how it's pronounced. Yeah, so he was talking a lot about that, because I've noticed he seems relaxed when he's playing a lot of Surreption stuff, and I just have been tensing up to try to get the speed, and I think that's just due to my picking hand not being as developed, because I'm not practicing it slowly to build up that muscle memory and then build the muscle, I guess, to get it to go faster, which is really what I'm trying to do. So I think that's a good reason to start slow. What else? Let me see. So I got my notes here. So yeah, technique and theory-wise, I haven't been practicing that as consistently. I was more just like kind of having fun when I was on vacation, if I'm being honest. I wasn't really focusing on the technique stuff. Then oftentimes I was like writing more than I was actually like practicing. For technique, theory-wise, I've just started. Well, I guess we'll go into stuff for this month. Technique-wise, again, focusing on keeping relaxed wrists, because I don't want to get hurt, especially now I'm doing more technical stuff. And then also being patient and starting slowly when I'm practicing things. That's going to be the technique stuff. Theory-wise, I've started doing an exercise my guitar teacher showed me, which is just naming each note on every single string. So for example, if I'm playing, I also got a new guitar. So if I'm playing E, if I play every E here, an example would be like I would start on the open E, then this octave here, and then that one there, and then move to the A string, play that E, play that E, and then so on and so forth, just up the neck, and that'll help me. Well, I'd go up and then back down. Essentially, that's just going to help me make sure that I know where all the notes are. Especially, I didn't even show you guys this. Especially because this guitar that I got, which is a Warmoth V, built to my specs, pretty nice guitar. This has 24 frets, and my Tele has 21, so I get kind of lost, especially I get very lost up here, because I don't really play past like 15th, 17th, like I would say 15 and on. I never really played on my Telecaster just because it felt like I was running out of room. But yeah, I've got 24 frets, and I can go a little bit higher. So I gotta make sure that I know all the notes. So yeah, that's what we're doing music-wise. Let's see. Yeah, that about wraps up everything. But yeah, music-wise, things looking great. Let's see, dating now. So progress on this, like getting rid of approach anxiety. There was an attractive woman that I told I thought she was attractive. However, she was on the clock, so I didn't really go further with that, just I don't want to make her uncomfortable or anything like that. So yeah, but that is indeed progress. It was like, I think after it happened, like she responded really positively to it, which makes me wish like, damn, I wish I was like outside of her work environment. But I mean, it is what it is. There are more fish in the sea, as they say. yeah, so that was definitely progress for me. Let's see. I would say mistakes in this realm is I'm not really gone out actively to do cold approach or anything like that, and that's just because when I do, it just feels like a waste of time because it's just, again, I don't really know where to go. It seems like the gym is the place that has the most women that I'd be attracted to, but it's also the gym, and I don't know if that's just like a cope. Um, Maybe I should just go for the gym. I don't know because there's like the stigma of doing it, but then yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just have a lot of questions. But I would say that's like the main mistake is I haven't gone out to actively cold approach. I have some ideas of where to go now. But I mentioned in previous videos, I just need to like go consistently. Well, I guess another thing is that school is out, so some of those places, a lot of the college students would congregate at they're out of school, so they're gone for the most part. So that is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We'll make do with what we got. So yeah, I mean, I would just guess continue on the same trajectory as far as just like saying hi, making eye contact with women that I find attractive, and I guess telling them also that I find them attractive. Ideally, in a situation that is outside of their work. So, yeah, that's where we're at with that. As far as overall self improvement stuff, let's see. Books, I did some reading slash rereading this past month, so that was good. I read, what was it, Atomic Habits? I reread that. The Rational Male Player's Handbook, reread that one. And then for the first time, I read Industrial Society and Its Future. And what was the other one? I didn't write this down. Why the Technological System Will Collapse, I think is what it's called. I think those last two are both by Kaczynski, the Unabomber. Not condoning what he did necessarily, but his writing is actually very interesting, thought-provoking, and insightful. He predicted a lot of things that have come to pass. So, take that for what you will. Yeah, reading wise, I'd say it was a pretty good month, especially because I had a 24-hour drive. So that was enough time to read some books, or listen to audiobooks, I should say. Mistake wise, two main things here. One of them is I've noticed I've been spending a lot more time on my phone. Part of that I think was because I was on vacation. I took I was in my previous environment where I used to be on my phone all the time, like my parents' place. So I think that was part of it. The other thing was I turned my phone back to color because I've had it in black and white since from like essentially January to mid-June. I've had it in black and white. I think that's helped make it less stimulating, so I'm less likely to use it. So that is one of the things. The other thing is my place is kind of a mess right now, just because like the week or so leading up to going on vacation, there was some stuff I was trying to like finish up, and I just like was moving things around, and there's a bunch of clutter all over the place. So yeah, I need to clean this place up. So that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, spending more time without my phone. Part of that is going to be putting on black and white, which it is on right now. I had Instagram downloaded, and I deleted that, and like most of the other social networks, just so that way I have to like actually go to a computer and use it. And then I'm still looking into getting a flip phone. When I was at my parents' place, I found my old one, and then I forgot to bring it back with me. So that is unfortunate. I could probably actually just go to the AT&T store and get one. But I think last time my grandmother went to get one, and they said no because they didn't have any available, and that was like 5 years ago. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll just have to go in and see, essentially. So that covers the phone stuff. Yeah, and I gotta clean up around here, which I've been doing. I've been doing like 30 minutes to an hour each night of just making sure I'm like going around and cleaning things. So it's actually like looking a lot better. It looks like crap still, but it looks better than it was before. So anyway, that about wraps up all this. As always, I'm Greg Angel. Thank you for watching. And again, I'm going to include links for demos and stuff down below. And thank you for watching.